Alright, so as the start of today's episode today, we're going to take on Manchester United here at the City Ground to hopefully keep pace of Man City at the top of the table. As you can see, they currently sit top of the table, 9 points clear of us. We're currently behind them on 66 points, with 0 losses to our name. We're currently sit second due to us picking up 9 draws this season anyway. But last episode, we did win the Carabao Cup, being Arsenal 3-0 in the final. So let's get into our first game of the episode up against Manchester United and hopefully, like I said, keep pace at Man City at the top of the table. Lost to Fulham. Chris Wood through here too. Hold to the door. Can they make it? 1-0 to start the game off with. No, we can't. Capia, good block from him. The form by Leverkusen defender. The pass. They've got Ansu Fati in their team. Okay. Very interesting, my United team. They've got Visser, Ansu Fati in their front line against Ola Aina here. And Visser as well whips the ball into the box. It's going to be punched away by Matt Souls and cleared there by Eddie Anderson. Now Hudson the dog can get the ball into Chris Wood. Chris Wood can hopefully keep possession long enough to play the ball back into Hudson the door. Yes, he does so. Hudson the door here. I wanted not a scoop turn. I wanted just a normal cut inside there. Captain of the team. Great ball through, but it's not going to get to him because they're there to sweep it up. Bruno Fernandes now bringing the ball forward for Man United. Got ball in here to Amad Diallo, trying to find Johan Visser, but there's Diomande, great defending to stop him. And doing so, and now we can counter here. Elanga, the former Man United man's got the pace here. He skips the challenge kind of here. Got Chris Wood to aim for. He can lay it off here to Gibbs White. Gibbs White, one touch, hits it, and it's wide of the post. Ball in here to Amad Diallo. Morello to try and go over and defend him. He can't do so. Here's Johan Visser, but there's Diomande stopping him. If I remember correctly, last time we faced Man United, we destroyed them due to their formation, but so far in this game, we are struggling to really do anything. Speaking of doing something here, Chris Wood, great ball through to Elanga, who's onside at Elanga now. They make it 1. No, we can't, because he got stuck on that defender who stopped him from getting a shot away there somehow. Johan Visser, great defender from Morella, and now we can get the ball out. Chris Wood now. Good turn from him. Can he get into a good shooting position here? Stilitz made the challenge here. He fell for the bait, and Chris Wood's going to score to make it 1-0 here. Not sure why Stilitz went for the challenge. He should have kept running with Chris Wood. It's a massive error from him there. And he allowed Chris Wood to break away there and get into a good shooting position. And Chris Wood ain't going to miss in that position. And he makes it 1-0 here to us. Stilitz there for some reason makes the challenge, allows Wood into the box. He shoots and scores, and we finally take the lead in this game. You need to see it, but we need to hold on to this lead now. Ahmad now charging forward, ball through to Garnacho. Matt Souls, big save needed, and he makes one as well, and he doesn't keep it in play. He powers it out of play for some reason there, instead of catching it. It's going to be a corner for United here. Ball taken short here to Bruno Fernandes. Ball into the box though. Headed goalwards by Visser, but it's wide of the post. And Anderson, good win there. Gives White now. Just send for a 1-year instant impact, hopefully from him. First time he hits it and he doesn't score. United now putting the pressure on us, but we've got room here. Ramon Sosa. In to Gibbs White. Charging through here, the captain shoots and the captain's denied by Unai Simon. Lovely steal there from Danilo to stop him from getting the counter there. That was a big challenge he needed to make. Gives White through to Ramon Sosa, the super sub. He shoots and Simon again makes a good save. So we go down there to Xerxes. His shot is dragged wide to the post, thankfully for us. No, not liking this. United putting all the pressure on us here late on. Shot taken, and that's a great save from Matt Souls. 4 minutes added on, Ana's challenger to give away corner though. Slow the game down here and guarantee ourselves to 3 points, because United were probably going to score late on in this one due to the way the momentum was going. But right here, we can just hoof the ball away with Diomande, and that should be the end of the game here. That's a great pass actually, but it's going to be intercepted by Enquiries. But the game should be done. There we go. It's a 1-0 win against Man United here. It was a very, very close game. Both teams probably deserved to draw in this one, but I do feel like we were a slightly better team. But it's a draw, not a draw. It's a win for us, a 1-goal win and a 3 points to keep pace with Man City here. Let's get into our next game and hopefully continue our winning ways. And what a game that was. It's a very, very close game, like I mentioned. But I feel like just about we deserved a win from this game. And as you can see in the first leg of the Europa League quarterfinals, they were picked up a 2-2 draw for Galatasaray. Hudson was always going to late goal here to level it up. And also Chris Wood scoring early on to give us a lead in this game. But we couldn't hold on to it and we get a draw in the first leg. We'll get a similar second leg and hopefully we'll go through to the semi-finals of the Europa League and play them after a similar second leg against Galatasaray. And at home against Everton, we'll get a 1-0 victory with Justice Silva scoring a goal in the 65th minute to get the 3 points in this game to help us keep pace and Man City at the top of the table. We're currently still 6 points behind them, so this is a big win for us in the hopes of catching up to them and going ahead of them in the league table. And as you can see in the second leg here against Galatasaray, pick up a 2-1 victory, 4-3 overall, and aggregate with Elanga scoring late on to win us a game, and Gibbs White scoring in the first half. This year's advance into the semi-finals of the Europa League this season. And the next we're going to play is away here at Tottenham. As you can see, it's a very big game because we're currently one game in hand on Man City. They face Everton, though, away from home. So they're most likely going to get the 3 points there. Now, we'll stay 3 points ahead of us if we win this game. We're going to face Tottenham here. They're currently at 7th away from home and hopefully get the 3 points there against them. As you can see, if Man City drop points and they don't beat Everton, we'll go joint top with them, which you would love to see. But as you can see, if they do win their game or draw the game, we'll stay behind them. But as of right now, we're pretty much guaranteed second unless we fall off on Liverpool start winning the games fairly comfortably. Let's get into this one against Tottenham. We're going to be a fairly tough team for us to beat, but let's hopefully get the 3 points and stay behind Man City depending on the result they get against Everton, which is most likely going to be a win, but we need to win here as well, and we have to be much tougher games. So let's get into this one and hopefully get the 3 points here away from home at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tough team for me to beat, but they've got Brendan Johnson who scored last time against us at the City ground, so hopefully here at the home stadium we will stop him from scoring. But here goes Hudson-Odoi here, knocking the ball forward here. He's got maybe Chris Wood in the box to aim for, but that's going to be good defending from Kevin Danso. Games were played, so hopefully in this one he can show what he's about and get a goal or two. It's done well there. Chris Wood, opportunity here, hits it. The Choreo, comfortable save though for him to make. Nico Williams got interception there from him. Gives White here to Elanga, back into Gives White here. Good 1-2 here, and back into Elanga here. The Swedishman going all the way through here. Can he shoot and score? No, he can't. He puts it wide. Good work there from Hudson-Odoi there. It's an incredible move there. Elanga in the centre to aim for a tap in. That's going to be blocked though. Brendan Johnson, the former Nottingham Forest man. James Maddison, back into Johnson. Shot taken by Solanke. Trafford, good save. And a good double save there by him. Great one there from Murillo, intercepting the ball there. Danilo to Gibbs White here. Gibbs White into Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi. It's a good run by him. He shoots and he scores. It's a great finish as well at the end of it. And we're taking the lead in this game. Callum Hudson-Odoi, who is stepping up in this episode like he has done all series long. Like I said, I'm not sure if it'll be in the episode, but Elanga in this episode has done nothing. I don't think he's scored or got an assist. He might have got an assist, but I don't think he's really done much in this episode. He's really struggled to get going, really. But Hudson-Odoi here, with a great run there, a great finish as well, side netting, no saving that for Vicario. Any day of the week. It's an incredible finish there from him. And we take the lead here. Heung-min Son to Kulusevski. It's a good move to hit by him. Heung-min Son. Diamande, what a challenge against him. That was a risky one to make, but I had to do so because Son was probably going to score there. Just before the half-time break, we'll make it 2-0 here. Hudson-Odoi to Chris Wood. Chris Wood shoots and Vicario. A comfortable save there for him. That's Dominic Solanke and how good he can be from the Spurs series they were a few months ago now. So he was an incredible striker for us in that series. Nico Williams out. How has he lost the ball there? Son shoots and Trafford, good save. To send Chris Wood, but he's going to have to go alone here because the run wasn't made. And Olahan here can cut it back here. Looking for Chris Wood. Chris Wood. Looking for Elanga here. Elanga. He's having a poor episode. He's having like the worst episode he's had in this series by far. Ball into the box here. Got to win that header. Solanke, Trafford, good save. What is the referee giving a free kick there for? What? Okay. Shot taken by Kulusevski. Trafford Makes a save though at stages of the games. Like, we're struggling to really score more than one goal at times in this series. And Spurs are just padding the pressure on us. There's no way out for us, and they're probably going to score. Trafford good save. Spurs are going to score it in this game and get a draw. I can tell you that for free. It's feeling like the Man City game, we've got a 1-1 draw in. The Arsenal game, we've got a 1-1 draw in. We should have scored more goals, but we haven't done so. And Spurs late on are probably going to get a goal for themselves if we don't score another one. Picking that up. Now Lewis Slater. Actually, Oscarson make the run. Why did he hesitate? Why did he stop? Why did he stop? I played the ball through to him and he just stands there and lets it go past him. They're going to score here. And guarantee you Spurs are going to score here. Shot taken. Wide of the post, thankfully. That last 20 minutes of that game felt so just, I don't even know. It felt like I couldn't do anything. No matter what I did, it just wasn't working. And we thankfully get the win here. Spurs were sat padding towards the end of the game there by the momentum of the game just going in their favour. Trafford were the man of the match. We'll thankfully get the 1-0 win. And City probably beat Everton, so we're still second in the league, but there's a big win for us against Spurs in the title race. And away from home at Eden Road, we'll pick a 2-0 win with Eddie Anderson scoring and Langa scoring in the score to get us a 3 points to see us go level at top of the table with Manchester City right now in the title race, I believe. And for the final game of today's episode, we're taking on the team that did just win the FA Cup, I wrote, in dubious fashion, because obviously I'm not going to go into it here, but Dean Henderson should have been sent off. That's all I'm going to say. Obviously, that is a very quite offence in any game of football, despite, other than the one we just that happened at Arrow. But, you know, I'm not going to go into it. I might make a separate video on all of that. I might do something, not too sure. But let's get into this one, though. If we do win this game and go through to the final, we'll face Arsenal in the final of the FA Cup, a team that we did just beat, obviously, in the Carabao Cup final last episode. Let's get into this one and hopefully advance into the final of the FA Cup here against Crystal Palace. Chris Wood should start this one and then we'll bring up on the bench, off the bench at some point by the Croix. We're all going to get a free kick here early on in this game, good to see it. A decent position here for Gibbs White, maybe to rifle this one home here. Gibbs White to make it 1-0 early on in this one from the free kick, and Gibbs White has done so. I think Lacroix possibly handballed it, but this is the first time we've scored with Gibbs White in the series. I've not actually scored, I don't think, in a play game with Gibbs White. So he scores a free kick, I believe, to get the first goal for himself that we have scored with him in the series. But obviously he scored a bunch of goals sim-wise and stuff like that. But he scores here and puts us 1-0 up against Crystal Palace. It's a great free kick from him. And we take the lead 2 minutes in. Really quiet. He's had opportunities, but he hasn't scored them. But Chris Wood, lovely reverse ball into Hudson-Odoi. And it's a great challenge from Golovin. I'm not so sure why Hudson-Odoi didn't just shoot, but he's picked up a knock there. Yeah, they've made that 5 big signings for their team. But here goes Langa here, driving forward the Swedish international. Good turn there from him. Gives White here. Danilo. Second time effort from Chris Wood wide at the post. Oh. Should use his pacer to get forward. He plays the ball through here into someone who shoots there, but that's a great stead there from James Trafford. Incredible stead there from him to keep us ahead in this game. It's a bit of a warning sign there from Crystal Palace. They're all going to get opportunities, but here to the door here. And feed it into Chris Wood. Chris Wood sits on the defender. Chris Wood makes it 2-0. That is the difference between the two teams. We take our chances when we do have them, most of the time anyway. But Chris Wood here makes it 2-0. Trafford made a great save there to deny the left winger from scoring. And Chris Wood at this one makes it 2-0. At the other end here, sits down Watgay with a little feint there, and the finesse shot beats Dean Henderson in the goal. Roof of the net there. No saving that for the keeper. It's a great finish there from the New Zealand international. And Chris Wood has had a great season for us. And possibly his last season for us here. Especially as a first team player. He might stick around as a backup player for the second team, etc. But especially in the first team, this will be his last season for us. But he's going out with a bang and could possibly win nearly everything there is to win. If we do win the Prem, there's a chance that we do so. Europa League as well. We'll win the Carabao Cup. We could win the FA Cup. We could win a quadruple this season. And here would be a big reason as to why we do so. And guess what? Into Chris Wood. Chris Wood sends it through here to Anthony Langa here. Langa, lovely football here by us. Chris Wood to make it free. Dean Henderson, a good save. Good challenge from Gibbs White though. Let's get the ball into Louis Slater. Brought in Oscarson and Louis Slater for the rest of the game because, well, we're 2-0 up here in this game. And we look pretty comfortable in this one. Quite good defending there though. Slater, loved that from him there. Slater in here to Oscarson. Oscarson, almost a great turn there, but he got swarmed by 3 or 4 Palace players there and couldn't get the ball at his feet. Good header there. Elanga now to use his pacer. Can he send Oscarson through? Yes, he can. And he has Sunday talent here, go through and score at Wembley. He's got through here. Can he score though? Finesse shot from him and it's 3-0. Oscarson here gets himself a great goal here at Wembley. Obviously, he's been a pretty good backup striker for us in this series, and he will be for us. I don't think he's first in quality just yet, but he's definitely going to be a great backup striker for us throughout this series. But he scores here and makes it 3-0, and this game is put to bed. And Crystal Palace have just not really been in this game. They had a few opportunities in the first half, but they couldn't really take them. So Trafford made a great save or two. And we've taken ours, and we take a 3-0 lead in this game so far. And we could possibly add to it. There's a ball through there to Zagrava, who's apparently onside there, and that's going to be a comfortable set for Trafford. Gives White here looking for Elanga here. And Elanga here to Oscarson. Great control there from him. Can he make it 4? Yeah, oh, he doesn't do so. Good defending there from us though. Good defending there from Richards. Need to send through Louis Slater here. Louis Slater, the Youth Academy talent here. Setting up Oscarson here. Can he score? Side netting there from him. Midfielder here. And that's going to be a header goalwards, and that's going to be a goal there. 3-1. Back in the game. I'm not sure what they're going to go celebrate because they're losing this game. Might have saw a good defending there though against him. Last chance of the game here, possibly. Constantelias. Good turn by him there, and he's still going ahead of Greek talent. Sends through Oscarson here to make it 4. And he's done so. It's a great move there from Constantelias to get the assist. And Ori Oscarson here got the second goal of the game. He could have had 3 or 4 in this one off the bench, but he only gets 2 for himself, which you'd love to see. And he makes it 4-1 here, and we advance through to the FA Cup final. A 4-1 victory over Crystal Palace here in the semi-finals. I haven't really been in this game. They had a few opportunities, like I said in the first half, but they didn't take them. And we blown them out of the water and got a 4-1 victory against them. I'm lucky not to have a clean sheet from us, but it is where it is. And we're through to the final. And that will be next episode when we face Arsenal. And possibly next episode we could win the quadruple. Let's get into the menu and do the outro and show you the stats of the players so far this season and talk about what's going to happen next episode. Alright, so as you can see, next episode will be a pretty big one. The first game we're going to play is the first leg of the semi-finals against Roma here at home at the City Ground to hopefully go through into the final of the Europa League up against either Vittoria Plzen or Borussia Dortmund. As you can see, those two are the other semi-finalists in this one. We're going to take on Roma, who are going to be the toughest team to face in this in the Europa League. So obviously Dortmund are a pretty tough team as well. So hopefully if we beat Roma, we'll go through to the final of the Europa League to hopefully go on to win that as well. But also, we'll have the final of the FA Cup against Arsenal, so we did beat them in the Carabao Cup last episode 3-0, so hopefully we can do the same here to win the FA Cup after just beating obviously Crystal Palace to reach the final. Hopefully we can do so and win this one here as well. But also we have the Premier League to try and wrap up as well. As you can see, we're 3 points behind Man City with a game in hand, and in terms of the games we do have to play, we have some pretty easy ones we got to sim. As you'll see here, we've got obviously Crystal Palace, Sheffield United, we also have Brentford and West Ham who are decent teams here. And we have obviously Arsenal in the FA Cup. The final game of the season against Chelsea could decide who wins the Premier League title. Because let's be honest, we're most likely going to get 12 points from these games. And if Man City drop points, if we win this one, and we could be top of the table, we could win the Premier League next episode, which could be pretty big for us. And it's same for us to win a quadruple in our first season here at this Chroma. Obviously, that will be next episode. We'll try and do so. If you want to see that, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. And you can see by the stats of the players that have won, he's having a great season for the second team. 19 goals and 2 assists. Elanga 19 and 9, almost double digits in goals and assists for him. Good to see. He had a poor episode today, but overall he's been a pretty good player for us in the series. Chris Wood, what a season he is having. 19 goals and 13 assists For a 33-year-old striker with 50-something pace, he's having an insane season. Hudson-Odoi 14-7, Jota Silva 12-9, Sosa having a great season as well. Gibbs White 7 goals and 15 assists. Contantelias 5 goals and 12 assists. Good to see that from him. So that's going to call it for the end of today's episode. Go on and drop a like and video, subscribe to the channel, and also notifications so don't miss it. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so all hope getting there. It is greatly appreciated. Next episode will be the season 1 finale, where we could possibly win a quadruple. So like I said, if you want to see that, drop a like and subscribe. And thank you for watching, and goodbye.